Hey guys, Stuart here. Welcome back to another Sheetify tutorial. Today's focus is to walk you through how you can get set up with Sheetify CRM and how you can leverage all the tools and features that you can find inside this CRM. I'll then touch on other powerful resources to help you get the most out of this platform. Now, for those of you that are completely new to this channel and are unfamiliar with Sheetify CRM, what is it and who is it for? Well, Sheetify CRM is essentially a Google Sheets CRM template built with Google Sheets and AppScript that connects with other Google apps. We've taken all the tools and features that small business owners actually need and put them together inside this one dynamic toolkit. Business owners hate paying for multiple tools and paying monthly subscriptions, so we decided to create a CRM that requires only a one-time purchase, no subscriptions, no fees, no limits, and you get lifetime access and future versions. You can manage your contacts and leads as well as your sales pipeline and processes. You can also send email campaigns from directly inside Sheetify CRM. Not only this, you can track and manage tasks, inventory, transactions, and tickets. And there are many other cool tools and features that I'll cover in this video. Basically, Sheetify is built for Google users and integrates with many other powerful Google apps. So if you run a business and you're sick of paying monthly subscriptions for dozens of business software, and your business uses a free Google account or Google Workspace, then Sheetify CRM may be perfect for your business. Okay, so for those of you that have already purchased our Sheetify CRM, you'll get access to this PDF, and it only takes 3 steps to get started. If you're interested in learning more or purchasing Sheetify CRM, I will add a link to our website down below in the description. Okay, once you've opened up this instruction guide, simply navigate over to Get Template, simply right-click, Open With, and choose the browser you want to open Sheetify CRM with. That's going to take you to this shared folder inside your Google Drive. Then navigate up to Sheetify CRM 4.7. If you're interested in the Spanish version, you can go ahead and open up the Spanish version. Okay, let's open up Sheetify CRM. Then you'll notice that this is view only. Navigate up to File, Make a Copy, change the name if you like. I'm going to call this Sheetify CRM Demo. Then it's important to choose a folder in your drive. I'm just going to click My Drive and then click on Make a Copy. Now, if you cannot create a copy and you've been blocked, this just means you did not select a folder inside your Google Drive. So make sure you've done that, and then you'll have your own copy like this. Again, you can change the name to anything up here. This could be your business name, and you'll be taken directly to this quick start guide. Feel free to navigate through this when you have the time, but I'll cover the majority of this in this tutorial. Then navigate up to the Sheetify menu, which can take a few seconds to pop up, and then down to Set Up Sheetify and click on Set Authorization. Click on OK, choose your Google account. Then if this notification pops up, click on Advanced and then go to Sheetify CRM. Don't worry, this template is completely safe and you have access to your own version. We do not have access to any of your data. Again, click here. These are all the different apps and permissions that are connected to this business toolkit, which allows for automations, sending bulk emails, and sending tasks to your Google Task app and more. Come down, click on Continue, and you can see you have authorized. And just like that, you can start using Sheetify CRM. Now, what we can also do is navigate up to Sheetify and then click on Hide Quick Start. And that's going to hide the Quick Start tab. If you want to open it up and add it to your menu again, simply navigate down to Quick Start. And again, that's going to add the Quick Start guide to your menu. Now you can see all the different sheets down here. You can also navigate over to the left-hand side and click on All Sheets and jump between the different sheets, which we'll cover today. Let's navigate over to Settings, and here you can add your business settings. For example, type, you can add your type here. This could be your client type or client category or anything like that. This darker green shade you cannot change unless you have experience with AppScript and formulas. Then we have source, how people found you. Team, this is your team. You can add your team down here, and then priority. And I'll show you where you can find these different categories under contacts and leads shortly. Here we have your sales status. If you want to change the different stages in your sales pipeline, you can do that down here. Again, leave this darker shade of green as it is. Navigate across. Here you can choose your currency. Simply click here to select your currency. Add your preview email in here. This could be your email, and this is for previewing email campaigns. We'll talk about this shortly. Add the email name. This is the name that your email recipients will see when you send bulk emails. Add your reporting email. This is where all your dashboard reports will be sent to. And you can add other business resources down here if you like. And then down here we have date format. Here you can change the date format. For example, month, day, year, or day, month, year, depending on the date format that you prefer. Now, what you also want to do is navigate up to File, Settings, and ensure your locale and time zone is correct. Now, once you've changed the date format, simply navigate up to Sheetify and then set up Sheetify and click on Update Date Format. This is if you want to change the date format. It's best to set this up at the beginning. Okay, next we have email marketing settings. Again, we'll talk more about this shortly. We can leave calendar settings as they are. Now for your purchases, inventory, and transactions, you can add your own values down here. Same as said for tickets and issues. And then if we navigate right across, we have team email notification settings. Add your team member in here, for example, Katie. If you see this notification, click on Don't Show This Again for 5 minutes, and then add the team email. And basically you can enable team email notifications. Again, we'll talk more about this shortly. Okay, let's navigate over to contacts and leads. And congratulations, just like that, you've set up your CRM. You've created a copy, authorized your account, and customized your settings. Now we can dive into the fun stuff. For the purpose of today's tutorial, I've already gone ahead and added data. So this is where we can manage our contacts and leads. As you can see, I've added all my contacts information in here. Here we can see the contact's full name, first name, account name. The first name is for email marketing activities. The account name could be the business name if you're B2B. If you're working with customers, then you can simply add their full name. Here we have our contact's email, address, phone number. Remember we talked about this in settings, source, where this contact came from, date added, and media and files. And I've got folders in my drive with the contacts files. And the great thing is, if you link Google Drive, you can quickly access your Drive data. Also, if you're interested in learning what you can and cannot change on each sheet in terms of if adding new columns or changing column names are going to disrupt the flow of data or disrupt formulas, we've created a working document that covers all this information. Next to that, we have date, priority, sales pipeline status. This is the sales pipeline, and all this other information related to the deal. So the purple, this is sales data related to our contacts over here. So as you can see, we have these sales stages. If I navigate over to sales pipeline, you can see a visual representation of those sales stages in this Kanban view. You can see the total deals within each stage, as well as total value and average deal value. And remember, you can customize these sales stages inside of settings. Okay, let's head back to contacts and leads. If we navigate over to item, product, service, you can see this is a drop down. And that's because if we navigate over to inventory, we have our items, products, or services in here. As you can see, we have Google Ads, website package, and laptop screens. So let's say I run a media and tech business where I sell marketing services like Google Ads, as well as web design packages and physical products like laptop screens to clients. If you select service, then you've added a service, SKU, initial stock, on hand, minimum stock, and status is not applicable. Okay, so you can add your inventory and services in here and all this data. If we navigate down to purchases, we can add items that we've purchased, for example, laptop screens, the ID, order date. We can also add the receive date. For example, I'm going to add that today. Shipping day is 7. You can see the SKU. This is automatically being added, as well as the difference and the total cost. And then under status, we have processing, vendor, account, company. That's been added in here. Now, if I click here and click on received, you can see new stock received, stock updated, and inventory on hand. And you can see the product information will be updated on hand. Okay, so this is where you add your inventory and services. Let's head back all the way over to contacts and leads, and you can add the service or product that you sell associated with the deal. Again, we have the sales pipeline, which shows this data. We have sales calendar, which again allows you to filter by these different options over here, and you can change the view over here. And we can select any of these options to get a snapshot on the sales calendar of what's going on. You can also add a date. Now let's navigate back over to contacts and leads, and let's say that this price negotiation, this deal here, has been won. So we've closed this deal. Now before I do that, I'm going to navigate up to Sheetify, set up Sheetify, and enable email notifications. Email notifications set up successfully. Now if I click here and click on one, a status update email was sent to this email, stuart@syndio.co.nz, which is me because I'm assigned to that particular deal. Now, because this is a one deal, you'll see this notification, congratulations, you've won this deal. Would you like to move the deal information into transactions and reset the sales pipeline? Let's click on yes. And you can see one deal has moved to transactions. Nice work. You can see the sales data over here has all been moved to transactions. And you can see all that information has been moved over to transactions. And like I said, the person assigned, which is me, assigned to this deal, was notified via email. And the email looks something like this. And this email template you can customize if you like. Simply navigate over to Email Templates, navigate down the page, and locate Email Notification Templates Sales. And you can see when sales deal status changes, this email will be sent to the deal assignee. Sales status update, and this is the email that you can customize. You can see this is a personalized email, pulling in relevant data like the status, the client's full name, the account name, and the sales due date. This is a personalized response. Okay, let's navigate back over to transactions and navigate up here. And let's say the invoice was sent. I'm going to select here just for my own reference. And now let's say that the client paid. Okay, so the invoice status is paid. Now what we can do is change this from 1 to completed. And this allows for another automation. Customer data has been updated in Customer Snapshot. Nice job. Let's navigate over to Customer Snapshot. And here you can see the information for that customer has been added in the snapshot. So this is a preview of all your paying customers. Now let's navigate back over to Contacts and Leads, and over here you can see that same customer here no longer has a current deal. Remember, this purple information is the sales deal information. So let's quickly add another sales deal. Okay, so I've quickly added another sales deal for this same customer. Then what I can do is click here, change the sales status to price negotiation, for example, and you can see this update to sales status date, and an email has been sent because the status has been changed. And again, the custom email will look something like this. Now, if you want to turn off these emails, simply navigate up to Sheetify and then click on Disable Email Notifications. Okay, let's navigate over to Price Negotiation and win this deal again. Let's say the customer has paid, so we've won this deal. I'm going to click Yes, I want to move the sales data over to transactions. One deal has moved to transactions. Nice work. Let's navigate over to transactions, and you can see that new deal, that new transaction has been added to orders and transactions. And this is where you can see all your transactions. Now you can filter all these pages, whether it's your transactions, or if we navigate over to contacts and leads, once you have hundreds or thousands of contacts, deals, transactions, inventory, you can use this filter option to filter through and locate specific contacts based on type, source, email, or any of these options. If you want to learn more about adding filters and creating your own custom filters, I will add the relevant tutorial down below. Okay, let's navigate back over to transactions. And again, if I come across here, this customer has paid the invoice, so I'm going to select sent and invoice paid, and I'm going to move the transaction status from 1 over to completed. Customer data has been updated in Customer Snapshot. Nice job. Let's navigate back over to Customer Snapshot, and you can see now we have 2 jobs, 1 completed, and the total sales pipeline revenue has been added here. You can also see other things like total client tasks completed, as well as total issues active, if any. If you like, you can add notes in here. Now, if we come down to client tasks, you can also manage client tasks. Simply add the client task in here, the description, add the contact name of the client, add the priority, status, assign to, then add the due date, and the last status change will automatically be added. Here you want to add a time, and you can add that in how you like. See the different formatting options I've added in here. Now with all of these tasks, what you can also do is click on a task, navigate up to Sheetify, Taskify, and you have these 2 different options. You can send a client task to your My Google Task app, or you can send the client task to an assignee's Google Calendar app. So you have 2 options for sending tasks to different Google apps. For example, this task here is assigned to me, so I would navigate up to Sheetify, Taskify, and click on Send Client Task to My Task app. And as you can see, client tasks added to client task list. What we can do now is open up tasks, Google Tasks, and then click on the task list, locate client tasks, and you can see that task has been added in here. Pretty cool, huh? If you want to learn more about managing tasks inside Sheetify CRM, I will add a relevant tutorial down below. So again, you can manage your tasks inside Sheetify CRM, as well as send those tasks to the Google Task app. Let's close out of this. Or if the task was assigned to someone else, for example, Katie, I can click on the task over here, navigate up to Sheetify, Taskify, and then send client task to Calendar app. Client task added to Google Calendar. Now let's open Google Calendar and show you what that looks like inside your team members' Google Calendar. And this is what it will look like inside the task assignees, the name of the task, as well as the description of the task, priority, and the contact that it's associated to. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's head back to Sheetify CRM. Hey, just quickly before we get back into this tutorial, if you're getting value from this video, please drop a like and subscribe. This means a lot to me and ultimately helps us reach and help more small business owners across YouTube. Thank you in advance, and with that quick note, let's jump back into this video. And navigate over to contacts and leads. Now you can also do the same with these sales tasks, and you can send this information here to the Google Task app or Google Calendar, just like I showed you. All you need to do is click on one of these tasks, navigate up to Sheetify, Taskify, and then rather than selecting send client task, you want to select send sales task to either the Google Task app or Google Calendar, just like I showed you. Now what we can also do is navigate up to Sheetify and click on add new record, and that's going to allow us to add a new record up here. This is important because as you start adding more data, you don't want to continuously scroll down to find the next empty entry. So this allows you to quickly add a new entry, and you can do that with these other sheets as well. For example, inventory, we can navigate up to Sheetify, add new record, and that's going to add a new record up here. Okay, let's navigate back over to contacts and leads and navigate back up to the Sheetify menu and add a new interaction. So for example, let's say with Liam King, we just had a phone call conversation with this potential contact. If I navigate across, you can see the sales task was introduction call. Now, if I navigate up to Sheetify, add interaction, and add a interaction, just finished a call with client, they are ready to buy. So here we can record important interactions and notes. Come down, click on yes, and that's going to open up the interaction sheet. Here we can see the contact's name, the account name, the note that we just added, and the timestamp. Pretty cool, huh? And that's how you can quickly add interactions or notes in relation to interactions, conversations with your customers. Again, if you like, you can come down and you can hide this sheet for now if you like. Now, you can also navigate up to scroll down. As I mentioned before, you can either scroll all the way down like this to find a contact, or you can click on Sheetify and add a new record like I showed you, or you can scroll down to the last entry. This just gives you more navigation options within the CRM. If we jump back up to Sheetify, we also have call and message. This means we can simply click on a number, for example, this number down here, Stuart Hanari, this contact, and click on Sheetify, call and message, and you can call via Google Voice from your laptop or computer. The same with WhatsApp call or message, or send SMS or call. What it's going to do is open up Google Voice and allow you to call that number, or if I click on WhatsApp, that's going to open up the web version of WhatsApp. Again, if you're interested in learning more about this, I will add a dedicated tutorial down below in the description. Now let's talk about email marketing. If we navigate over to email templates again, what we can do is customize these different email campaigns. Here you just want to add the email subject, then add the email body in here. If you like, you can add personalized tags, for example, hi name, and that's going to pull in the customer's name, or for example, the contact's phone number or company name. So you can send bulk emails that are personalized from Sheetify CRM as it's connected to your Gmail account. So these are being sent from Gmail. Now, if you want to see all these different personalized tags that you can add, simply navigate over to settings, and under settings, locate email marketing settings, and you can see the code snippet that you can use. For example, the email pulls in the email, the name pulls in the first name, and the phone number pulls in the phone number. And we have these other values down here if you want to use in your email campaigns. Okay, so if we jump back over to email templates, again, you can customize these the way that you like. Then navigate back over to contacts and leads. And let's say I want to send email campaigns to these two individuals, or if I want to send an email campaign to all, I can simply highlight and hit the spacebar. Okay, so I just want to send an email to these two contacts. All I need to do is navigate up to Sheetify, email marketing, and then choose the email that I want to send. Is it a personalized follow-up email, payment reminder, discount email, Christmas email? And remember, you can customize each of these templates. For example, let's send an invoice email. Click here, Sheetify email. Are you sure you want to send a invoice email? Yes. And just like that, you have sent 2 invoice emails. And as an email recipient, one of your contacts or customers, the personalized email campaign will look something like this. As you can see, it's personalized, pulling in the customer's information from your CRM. If you want to dive deeper into this email marketing tool, I will add the relevant tutorials down below. Now, in terms of email notifications, remember, if we change a sales status, qualified lead, to let's say details discussed, a status update email will be sent to this individual, the person that's assigned to this deal, this contact. Now, you can also do the same with client tasks. The assignee, when a status update has been changed, will receive an email. To enable this, simply navigate up to Sheetify, set up Sheetify, and then come down and enable client task email notifications. As you can see, email notifications set up, created successfully. Now, if the status changes to, let's say, cancelled, a client status update email has been sent to this email. And remember, if we navigate over to settings and over to the far right hand side, you want to make sure you're adding your team members in here and their email for email notifications. Okay, let's navigate across. We've also got dashboard. This is where you can preview data like active deals, active revenue, overview for the month. If we navigate across, an important figure here is the Sheetify emails that have been sent. That's 2. The quota left for today is 88. Now, depending on your Google account, the number of email campaigns that you can send is based on this quote number. If you have a paid Google Workspace account, you'll be able to send around 150 to 500 emails per day. If you're using a free Gmail, that's around 50 to 100 per day. However, you can scale this up by using different emails. Let's navigate down. You can see your task overview as well as sales by team, 2 completed. If we navigate down here, we have a sales search, completed sales. You can add the start date and end date, select the item, and you can see the SKU as well as quantities sold and total orders. Here we can see our top 10 best-selling items or services of all time, items by status and stock, as well as sales revenue down here, monthly sales revenue, year 2025, June, and across here, team performance search. Let's change these details, and all team members, completed tasks, transactions completed, sales revenue, and resolved tickets. So you can preview team performance. This is a dashboard snapshot of your CRM. Again, I'll add more details about this down below in the description. Let's navigate across. Next to transactions, we have tickets and issues. This is basically where you can manage all your ticket information. Maybe a client gets in touch with you about one of your products. Remember, we sell laptop screens. New screen not working. Add the account name, contact name, ticket status, the source, where that complaint came from, that ticket came from, priority, ticket owner, and then this data is automatically generated. You can also add notes. Now let's navigate back over to contacts and leads. What we can also do is click on Sheetify, Reportify, and we can send a report, which is going to take a snapshot of the current dashboard. The dashboard I just showed you, or you can set up weekly reporting, and a snapshot of the dashboard will be sent every Monday. For example, if I click on Send Report, you have sent a report PDF to this email. And this is what the report PDF looks like. It will be sent to your email, and then you can download and print out that report if you like. If we navigate up to Sheetify again, we can also navigate down to Set up Sheetify, and we can create a form. This is a lead capture form. Here we have the form responses. Let's change the name of this, rename, call this anything that you like, then click on extensions, then just click on tools, manage form, and go to live form. You can then navigate down here. You can customize this form in terms of the look, the feel, and the overall design. And you can embed this form on your website. You can share it with your potential customers. You can add it to emails. And this allows you to capture new leads. Your potential customers can fill out this form. And let's head back to the CRM. And that data will be added to your Sheetify CRM that you can then send over to contacts and leads once you've qualified that lead. Again, if you want to hide any of these tabs, these sheets, simply navigate up to Hide Sheet, and you can navigate over here and jump between the different sheets if you like from this menu interface. Also, if you're interested in adding your own custom features and tools inside this Sheetify CRM, or you want us to create a different business solution for your business, we offer a customization service. If you're interested in this, I'll add the link down below in the description. However, that is everything that I wanted to cover in our Sheetify CRM tutorial. If you're interested in diving into each of the different sections, the tools, the features that I mentioned today, I will add dedicated tutorials that will dive deeper into each of these different tools and features. Also, if you're interested in our Sheetify projects or Sheetify bookkeeping toolkits, as well as our other tools, I will add the relevant links to those different products down below in the description. Again, our focus is to leverage Google to build business toolkits that offer all the tools and features that small business owners actually need, allowing business owners to avoid paying increasing monthly subscriptions for dozens of different business tools. Sheetify is a powerful integrated solution that we will continue to build out, add more features and tools based on our customers' feedback and requirements. However, that is everything that I wanted to cover in this tutorial. If you have any questions about Sheetify CRM and any of the tools or features I covered today, make sure to pop those down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.